Hello and welcome, Tim from AlphaWolfTrading.com, coming at you with the second in the series of tools for review that I use each and every day for being a successful trader and investor. This is the second video. There will likely be probably three or four, maybe five videos. I'm going to go over these first three videos are the paid services that I use. Uh, this one will be about on Finviz. I use TC2000 and Finviz, and I use them both for very specific reasons. Finviz, I like, well, I'll show you what I like about Finviz so much, but I use the Elite version. They have a free version. I can't stand all the annoying pop-up ads, so that's one of the reasons why I use the Elite. And the other is that you get live pre-market data with Finviz Elite, and you can do back testing and all kinds of other stuff, but I don't do any back testing, so but the availability is there. It's got a heat map. I do look at that occasionally to see what's happening where in the markets. We'll take a look at that real quick. But I think Finviz is another one of those tools that I just could not probably be successful without. I've found many winners through Finviz scans, and I'll show you exactly why I like it so much. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is look at the home page here. You get a quick snapshot of what's going on with the indexes, the three majors, right? Dow, Nasdaq, S&P 500. You've got the movers, the top gainers for the day, unusual volume, overbought, new high. I mean, they have all kinds of nice looking, or all kinds of different signals that they point out for you. You got your top losers, new lows, oversold, most volatile, right? And then you also have some technical trades out there, right? Trendline support, trendline resistance, horizontal S&R, right? So let's just pull that up, right? You pull that up, and here's a wedge up, and you can just scroll down. There's 5 pages of stocks. What I love about this service is the fact that I get all these stocks on on a single page, right? I can quickly look at several charts of several different stocks all at the same time, and then if I find something that really piques my interest, then I do wind up doing a deeper dive in it of it in TC2000. But the primary reason, well, let me go back to the home here. So you've got all kinds of different signals: channel up, channel down, right? Retail sales tells you what's going on for the day, and even the latest insider buying, right? So, which is a big thing with me. I'm big on insider buying. So I happen to like major news, and it's a great homepage. Got a heat map, right, to see what's going on where, and I do use that occasionally. But for me, you can search a stock just by its symbol, right? LPTH. I just brought that up because it happens to be one I'm involved in right now. I do have a little starter position in my long-term hold portfolio. I like the space. They just had earnings. Earnings were good. The stock really didn't react all that much to the earnings. It's at an interesting level. I am, looking to potentially add to my position on this. So with a long-term holding, a lot of times I will add to my position over time. So I like LPTH, and what I like about this setup is you see all this financial highlights are right here, a lot of fundamental information, right? And then you've got all the news down here: earnings per share, sales, shares outstanding. Get the insider trading, but this, it's been a while since they did any significant insider buying. But and then if you want to just go to the website, let's say you want to look up some SEC filings, or you want to, watch or look for a particular news event, or you want to get a hold of investor relations, whatever you want to do, you just click on that link, and then you're right. You're right there at the site, and I happen to like that quite a bit as well. Gives you a breakdown of what industry they're in. But the real main reason that I like Finviz is because of this preset scans, right? So I have some parameters, some preset scans that I've built. It's so incredibly easy to build the scans. So this particular one is just insider positions with positive institutional transactions, a float, a short of the float of over 5%, right? Price above the 200-day simple moving average, average volume 100,000 shares, and insider transactions being positive. So that's really all I've got set for this scan. It gives me three pages of stocks to take a look at, and what I like about it is you just go up here, you click the charts, and boom, here they are, right? And then what I do is I just scan through real quickly, scan through these charts. Unlike TC2000, where I'm scanning by hitting the space bar a chart at a time, I can identify charts very quickly that catch my eye, like this APPS, for example. This is one that I actually took off of this scan at close to $1, and I just sold out some of it today at I think $1.38 or something like that. Locked in some of the profit. There's nothing wrong with this chart. Actually, it's kind of looking like it's flagging out again for potentially more. But locked some of that profit in today, and this is where I initially found the stock was in this scan, in this Finviz scan. So like I said, it gives me the opportunity to look through these charts real quickly. BCLI could be interesting. Looks like 4 is trying to act as fairly decent support. Once I identify them here, then like I said, I take them over to TC2000 and do some more in-depth research into the stock from a technical standpoint. CGIX I think is kind of interesting. Looks like 3 could be acting as support. COGT just had a big pop, pulling back to this trend line support. That could be interesting. Do a little more in-depth research on the insider activity, when it occurred, where the shares were bought, and so forth and so on. Let's just continue to take a look through these charts. GII, not bad, but I don't like playing retail. IPI, another one that I found from this scan. Insider buying activity. I think I got this in the under the $2 range, and sold it somewhere over $3. But that was another fantastic trade that came from this scan, was IPI. Right now, actually looking for IPI to pull back. I'd like to see it pull back to about $3. Probably jump back in that thing. Katos. I just picked up a position off of Katos. There's insider buying here at 1050. This recently had a pullback. They just did an offering. 1225 I think is where it priced at, and I like Katos, right? And it's pulling back to I think I would get more aggressive on a pullback to $11 and add to my position. That is a long-term hold consideration, by the way. That's in my long-term hold portfolio, and I'm very, very patient with those stocks. So let me take a look. Let's see here. NAV, boy, that had a beautiful breakout over 32. I did not have that. It is consolidating though, flagging out a little bit. Actually looks pretty darn good. NAV. Yeah. The other nice thing about Finviz is that they have the technicals already on there, double tops, and they call them out, double top patterns or double bottom or possible base, base breakout and stuff like that. So I do like upward channel. Boy, that TRXC had a nice little pop. VRX is definitely on my radar, and it looks like it's approaching some potential support. WTI, I just sold some WTI, or not, I didn't sell it today. Actually, I'm looking to sell some WTI that I picked up in the $1.89 range. And that's had a beautiful breakout, pulled back a little bit today, but there's been some significant insider buying from the CEO. This is the scam that brought that stock to my attention. So this service has paid for itself, countless times over from the tools that it's provided me. Like I said, you don't have to do the elite version, but you can see how nice it is not to have a bunch of annoying pop-ups. You can do back tests, like I said. I have never done one, never created one because I have no interest in it, but you can build portfolios. The other thing that's real nice is insider transactions, right? You can filter it if you just want to see insider buys, right? And you just want to see top insiders, right? Directors, CEOs, stuff like that for the last week. I use a couple of tools to identify insider transactions. This isn't the only one that I use, but it is one that I do use. And I mean, if you want to identify sales, you can just identify sales. If you want to identify, top 10% owners that are buying and selling, you can do that as well. So, lot of fantastic tools with this. Like I probably, you could build a portfolio. I don't, because of the fact that I've got my brokerage accounts that I have my portfolios in. So you could look at groups. It'll give you performance ratings on specific groups. There's a lot of good stuff here that, like I said, I probably underutilize this. I really primarily just use it for those screens that I have built to quickly identify nice technical patterns, and then I do more research with the TC2000. But even just using that, this service has paid for itself. Remember, one of the litmus tests that I have for any paid service that I use is does it pay for itself? Did it pay for itself, right? And this one absolutely does. I love the tool. And hopefully this is helpful to you, right? If you have any questions about Finviz, feel free to email me at tim@alphawoltrading.com, and I'll be happy to help you out any way that I can. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. The next tool review that we're going to do is Benzinga Pro, another tool that I absolutely love. And we'll go over a lot of the features there. That video will probably take a bit longer than this one because I use it a lot more than I do Finviz. I do use Finviz in the pre-market, right, for the pre-market prep, just to see what's moving in pre-market. But like I said, bottom line is that the tool pays for itself. So look, if you're interested in signing up for Finviz Elite, got a link right here on the blog. Just go ahead and click it, take you right there. And give it a shot. I mean, if you don't want to pay for a year up front and get the discount like I do, then you can just check it out for a month-to-month basis. So there are options. You just pay a little bit more money for it. I like to collect that discount. So anyway, all right. Enjoy the video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.